Do you want to make it through the holiday season without putting on a lot of weight? Stick around. That's what we talk about today. Today's coaching moment from Extreme Faith and Fitness. Randy Barton here with you today, Extreme Faith and Fitness. We're going into the holiday season. In fact, it's in full swing, and you know that you don't want to put on that regular 10 pounds that the rest of the world goes through. So here's what we have today. Going to give you a insight on how to make it through the holiday season without packing on a ton of pounds. If you do put on a few, how do you handle it? You need to have a plan. Going to give you an update of where I am, and going to get some good stuff in your brain so that you can change your faith and fitness today. Here's what we have today. First off, let's go ahead and give a brief update of where I am. This is my last week on the regular schedule, on the huge schedule of Body Beasts. And I can tell you so far, it has been a remarkable transformation. Just from looking at worksheets alone, I can see the strength has increased through all of this. Now, I was in pretty good shape when it went into it. And the point of Body Beast isn't weight loss as other programs are, it's putting on muscle mass. And muscle mass, indeed, has increased. How much yet? I don't know. We still have a little bit more to go before the week is finished out, and I look forward to reporting back the results to you as it finishes out. Now, I've also got Combat. Last week I did the coaching moment on Les Mills Combat, the unboxing and the initial review. I've done some of the discs now a few times throughout this last week, and I'll tell you that this is a moderately confusing workout at first. And I tell you that to be honest with you, not to discourage you, but to give on a basis of encouragement. Is one of the discs now I've done 3 times, and every time I do it gets significantly easier. It's just the normal thing that something new has a little learning curve in it. However, anything that we do now that is just second nature at one time was slightly confusing, even difficult, but you get used to it and it is a lot of fun. Combat has been probably one of the most fun programs that I've ever played with. One of the most fun programs I've ever done. Just a lot of fun. The personalities of Dan and Rachel are great. A couple times through the disc, you have the moves down, and it's just a lot of fun. Next thing you know, you're soaking wet and you burned off a lot of goo. So good stuff coming. But eating through the holidays. In fact, next week is Christmas. Maybe you're watching this video, you found it on YouTube, and there's a different holiday coming up. You know, Thanksgiving, Easter, 4th of July, whatever it may be. Here's the basic deal in all of this. 2 coaching moments ago, I did one of how to say no to food. Watch that as well, because that's going to be very important here. We need to realize that yes, people have put their love and their effort into making the goodies that there is on the table. But the very first thing I would say is, if you have any say-so of what's going to be hitting the table, feel free to let the person know ahead of time that you're on a weight loss journey. Do this in private so it's not some sort of a spectacle. If you're going to a guest house, I wouldn't do this at all. But if it's your spouse, if it's your parents, or whatever it may be, you can give them a heads up ahead of time. Maybe it's going to change what they fix, but I wouldn't expect them to change the entire menu just for your own eating habits. That'd be very selfish of you when you could just simply exercise self-control. Oh, I said it. It might take personal responsibility on your part to exercise self-control. But it'll at least let them know not to take any offense if they would be offended if you just take smaller portions or pass things up altogether. So talk with that person. And then what's going to happen is you may have to be intentional about it as well. If you're in a situation that you can contribute to a meal, if you have several people getting together, be the person that brings a healthy alternative so that you know that there's going to be something that you can indulge in, something you can enjoy that's not going to completely throw you over the top. The average person is going to be consuming 5,000 calories. Between 3,000 and 7,000, that's an average of 5,000 calories people will be bringing in at each holiday event. And I say holiday instead of Christmas because who knows when you're watching this video. 7,000 calories. Memorial Day cookout, 7,000 calories. Christmas, 7,000 calories. Each Christmas party, 7,000 calories. That adds up to a lot of weight in the end. So be prepared to let people know not to take offense. Be prepared to be the person that brings a healthy alternative or healthier alternative. And then finally in this is going to be self-control. I don't expect people to eat perfectly on a holiday. I don't expect people this coming Christmas to not have maybe some more sweet potatoes than normal. Or, as much as I hate to say it, I don't expect everybody to say no to every one of the Christmas cookies or every slice of pie. But you can take a little personal responsibility and say, I'm not going to have 4 pieces of pie and have a piece of each one. I'm not going to have a big old load of mashed potatoes with gravy over the top of it. I'm not expecting that you're going to eat perfect, because it is a select occasion. And that's not going to kill anybody or throw anybody too far off track. But we do need to have some responsibility to realize that this is our body that we're talking about. This is something that God has given us as a gift. This is the only thing that you're going to have for the rest of your earthly life. It needs to be taken care of. And even though an occasion is just an occasion, be real with me. The first time that we start to give in is going to make it easier for the next time, and the next time, and the next time. Every crackhead out there had a time where they had their first hit and their first fix. So I know that could be an extreme analogy, but it's true as well. We got to be wise about it. Be the trendsetter for the positive side is going to be the way to go in all of this. I want to give you just a very spiritual vitamin in this all as well. Is I would encourage you to do this. I would encourage you this week to sit down with your family and read through Luke chapter 2. As it's a phenomenal record of Jesus' birth. As we see Jesus being born, God's messengers going out to the shepherds, and we see that God sent himself, his body, Jesus Christ, down for us. Just a really cool thing of this. Jesus set the standard for giving. The whole gift giving traces back to God giving Jesus. And I encourage you to be a giver this year, not just a receiver. Be a giver this Christmas season. Maybe you're watching this at Labor Day. Hey, be a giver this Labor Day, but stick with it. So remember that. Keep those things in mind, those 3 tips. Talk to the person, try to let them know that not to take offense and that you're going to be doing things. It might just change the menu for it as well and have everybody eating healthier. Be willing to contribute something healthy, and then practice personal responsibility. Good things happen when you do that. This has been Randy Barton for Extreme Faith and Fitness, and if you've not signed up for free coaching yet, maybe you're just finding this on YouTube or another link, by all means, go to extremefaithandfitness.com. Big red button up there on the left or on the right hand side that's going to say free fitness coaching. Gets you into a lot of people trying to have the same results that you are, getting themselves in shape, getting themselves moving forward on this life's journey. Randy Barton for Extreme Faith and Fitness. See you next time.